Hi guys, I'm a bit confused. So Reform UK attempted to emulate Elon Musk's DOGE department, the Department of Government Efficiency, which was designed to find efficiencies in government, so to cut waste. In reality, it's austerity under a new name. It's about cutting public services, about cutting funding for the most vulnerable in society. And Reform UK want to do the same. But the whole idea was that it would go in and it would find savings and implement those savings, or force the administration to. But a Reform UK councillor wants to set up another level of bureaucracy. She has her own DOGE department. Have a listen.
It's not DOGE, it's DOLGE. So this is my own in-house DOLGE, Department of Local Government Efficiency, very separate from Zia Yusuf and his DOGE.
Right. Why is one of those areas of cuts the transportation of SEND children to school?
Home to school transport is one of the areas that costs Kent County Council nearly £100 million per year in its budget. There has to be a cheaper way to do it, and I'm determined to find that.
Do you think too many people who don't need transportation to school are given transportation to school?
I think one of the problems is we never ask the parents of these children if they could possibly get their own child to and from school. The question just isn't asked. If they meet certain criteria, they are supplied with Kent County Council funded transport, which I think is ridiculous. We at least need to ask the question. I mean, that's a good place to start.
And if those parents could do it, you would get them to do it, even though you might have a legal obligation to fund it?
Of course. I mean, another way of doing it is issuing parents a personal transport budget. Instead of us sending a taxi, we might issue the parents, which we do already for 16 to 18-year-olds. If they are eligible for help with getting to and from school, we issue them a PTB, personal transport budget, and then it's up to them how they spend that. I always think it's better to put the onus on someone else for spending money, isn't it, rather than Kent County Council.
Okay, so first of all, you want to add another layer of bureaucracy. You talk about we need to save money. Okay, so instead of having a system that is in place that provides support for people who need it, once again, she said if they meet the criteria, this is not a universal program, but if people meet the criteria, they receive the support. How do you know they meet the criteria? By asking them questions, by them filling out forms. So at the moment, the people who need it receive it because they completed the paperwork. It's not universal, as far as I know. If it's universal, then I'll take that back. But she said here, if you meet the criteria. So, but we are already talking about people who meet the criteria, and you're saying, well, instead what we'll do is we'll give people a travel budget. So some people may spend the money and other people may not. Then what happens to the money that's not spent? What you're doing is you're creating more bureaucracy. Now, there's also another problem. You're saying that you're setting up your own DOGE department or DOLGE department. Well, what if Zia Yusuf comes in and says, we're actually going to change this? So who's in charge? Is it Zia Yusuf's one or your one? Or what if you find a saving and Zia Yusuf doesn't? Or what if Zia Yusuf says this is not a real saving? Who wins out? You're going to have chaos. You're going to have one DOGE department saying we need to cut this and another DOGE department saying no, we don't have to cut that, or we shouldn't cut that, or we're going to cut something else. Or what if Zia Yusuf comes in and says I actually want to get rid of this scheme that you've put forward where you're giving people money? Then what are you going to do? Who's actually going to rule in that case? Who has the power? Is it Zia Yusuf or the councillor or the council? It's just going to create chaos. And it's all about, they say, saving money. This is about stigmatizing, I believe, people into not taking up funding. This happens a lot, especially with older people. They feel maybe I shouldn't claim a certain benefit, or maybe I shouldn't claim a certain entitlement, and they don't do it, even though they are entitled to it. They're called entitlements for a reason. People are entitled to things, and they should claim those entitlements. We saw it with the Secretary of State for the DWP, angry that people were claiming benefits that they didn't deserve, but not angry about the fact that many benefits go unclaimed. £25 billion, I believe, in benefits go unclaimed, meaning people do not access what they're entitled to. No anger over that, but no, what we need to do is we need to cut funding for children going to school. This is what Reform UK is about, cutting stuff in order to benefit the richest in society. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.